Tea sippers, it's Tuesday night, and it's time to catch that tea with your favorite girl, a true lady. Now, you know I have some of the hottest topics on deck, and there's a lot of mess going on that we need to address and talk about. But first, let's go ahead and jump into the CTT bays. That's the hottest celebs of the week. First off goes to Emily B. She is rocking the hell out of these white boots tea sippers. And to say she went through what she went through, she is really looking good. Next goes to my girl, Halle Berry. Who can tell that she's part of the 50 plus club? Kelly Rowland is always so fashionable, always doing her thing. She is definitely a MILF for you guys out there. Speaking of the fellas, let's talk about Josh Gordon. He is definitely CTT Bay worthy this week. Y'all, it's something about the V. I don't know what it is. I don't even feel like a man that's overly fit, but when I see the V, moving right along. And finally, the last CTT Bay is Luke James. He's promoting his new record, and I could definitely fall into those arms. What about you, lady? And don't forget to purchase your CTT Bay shirts. Shout out to More About Nothing podcast, rocking the CTT Bay Pablo shirt. You can order yours right now on spillingthetea.com and click shop. Now it's time for What's Tea, sis? That's all these hot topics that's popping off throughout this past week since the last time we talked. Alright, man, first hot topic has to be Super Sense and Lou. That's right, the two are now engaged. Now, Super and Lou have been together, I feel like a little bit over a year. He was there in the beginning when she launched her crayon case palettes. And that's what she was celebrating, this 1 year mark of launching her makeup. And he proposed at the festival. Now, shout out to Super Sin because his makeup is on point. You know, that's what's on my eyes. That's my eyeshadow, the raw sauce palette. I put a little bit of the raw sauce palette on my lip too, you know. And I got that Anglo popping on my little highlights just a little bit. But definitely shout out to Super. Congratulations to her. I know she went through a horrible breakup with Get 'Em. And I remember Super going live and talking about how a man that didn't support her and kind of tore her down when she was, you know, in the midst of her, in the midst of creating her online persona. You know, I've been rocking with her Super and Tokyo and all the Black Rain since Vine days. So I kind of watched her little come up, and I definitely admire everything she got going on. Now, things weren't always peachy keen with her and Luke. They did break up for a little while, but Luke managed to, you know, get his way back in good graces. And I must say, this rock is beautiful, sis. Do you. Congratulations yet again. Tea sippers, what's tea? Have you ever fought for love that you really, really wanted? Comment below. Child, now this beef with Pusha T and Drake has leaked over to the messy side of things. You know, Pusha T opened up with another diss track, and he talked about Drake being a deadbeat dad. Woo! Ouch! That's gotta hurt. Now, he brings up how Drake's father left him when he was 5 years old, barely in his life. Left Drake's mom not to ever be married again. And he's kind of following in the footsteps and doing the same thing with his son. Now, these are Pusha T words, not mine. All right. Now, he brings up the baby mama, who is Sophia Rowe. And if you look closely, she's definitely the chick that was part of Myth Hits reality show, what it was, Real Mistress of Atlanta. Yeah, this her right here, y'all. We all see why Drake fell in love with the booty. Yeah, Drake liked the booty. It's okay, you know, we can feel that's your weakness. But, you know, he got her pregnant. Now, those rumors were already churning in the blogs. She also showed receipts where he wanted her to abort the child. Just a lot of crazy things that we all felt were really speculation. To be honest, we still think it's speculation because Drake really had to come out and say, yes, this is my son. Even though he's been giving her money during the pregnancy and after having the baby, he hasn't taken a DNA test. And y'all, her Instagram and her Twitter been wiped clean of all her little raunchy pics. She really out here looking like a good mother. But you know what? They say children change you. They say children. I'm not going to throw shade at sis. I ain't going to throw shade. But also, back to this Pusha T's second diss track. He also, like, ruined Drake's whole ordeal where he was going to launch an Adidas line in the name of his son, Adonai, or it's either Adonai or Adonis. Not quite sure. But he was going to launch a shoe line, and he was also going to mention the birth of his son on his upcoming album, Scorpion. So, Pusha T jumped in front of all that. I'm going to just spill all your tea before you can even say anything. Now, I'm pretty sure Drake is still going to go with the full rollout. He's still going to collect those coins off those deals and situations. But he won't be responding back, T-Sippers. I know. I'm looking for more bars from Drake. But Jay Prince came in and shut all that shit down.
But to go and, imagine we got into a fight and I go whoop your mama ass. I go hit your daddy in the jaw. You know what I mean?
Friend?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's like you doing, like, hold on, that ain't had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. I call it a pig pen mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I spoke with Drake, you know what I mean? I made OG call to Drake this morning telling him, I don't want you to respond to this. You know what I mean? We're going to put this to bed.
He ain't got to roll in the slop with the pigs. He ain't got to do that no more. Let it be. He also said that Drake went into the studio and had another diss track that's gonna come for the next of Kanye West and Pusha T. But Jay Prince advised him not to put it out.
Oh, no doubt about it.
You heard it?
Let me say this here. The ingredients, the ingredients was overwhelming. You know what I mean? I know for a fact that it would have been bad for Kanye and my man. You know what I mean?
That song got out.
Not T-Sippers. I'm here for a good beef. I love rap beef as long as it don't go left. But who would have the balls to leak it? Leak it anyway. Go against what Jay Prince said and just leak it anyway. This is my theory, and we're going to leave it at this. I think Pusha T is going to come back 10 times harder, forcing Drake's hand to put that record out. If it is as hot as Jay Prince made it to be. I really feel like that. He gonna come out with something else, force Drake hand, Drake release it, and then boom, Pusha T gonna come with something else. Hey, I feel like it's gonna make money at the end of the day. But Drake, take care of your child. That's all we want you to do. Take care of your child. In this blackface situation, he came out and spoke about it. But I don't even care about the blackface. I care about the baby. Is it yours or no? T-Sippers, what's T? What is your whole thought about this Pusha T and Drake beef? What are your thoughts about this being the chick that Drake decided to get knocked up? I'm going to say this right here, y'all. Drake looked like the nigga that just want to go raw. He looked like I want to go raw. I want to feel your inside type nigga. He looked like that type of nigga to me. That nigga like the raw dog hoes. He looked like the jack. I'm sorry. I'm so petty right now. Let's see, bro. Comment below. Now it's Chris Brown out here shooting his shot at Rihanna. Baby, where in the wind is Rihanna and her, little boo? They called it off. And we're just speculating because in the interview she talked about how she has never found enough time for personal time, but no one has ever solidified themselves enough for her to say, I'm going to give you my personal time. I feel her on that. You know what I'm saying? Are you worth me stopping this money train? Are you worth me just clicking pause and hanging out with you for a quick second? All right. Know your worth. But I definitely feel him. But after this little news leak, Chris Brown started following Rihanna again on social media. And I'm pretty sure he's going to begin liking those pictures. Yo, I don't advise it. I advise y'all to definitely be friends. But I do not advise y'all getting back and linking up sexually. I can't even see Rihanna backtracking to that. Riri, your man will come. And I think she knows that. I think Rihanna knows that her man will come one day, whoever he may be. So, she's just chilling right now. You know, I applaud her. You know, I'm definitely feeling all her 50 Savage. But sis, what is music at? I know someone in the comments saying you was working on 2 different albums. I'm just ready for it. Forget love right now. Put this music out. Alright. What's TT Sippers? What is the funniest story you had where an ex-lover tried to come back in your life? Woo! I got a story for days. But you know I spill everyone's tea but my own. Comment below. Who child was T. Bridget Nielsen is 54 years old, and she out here popping it for a pimp and getting ready to drop a baby out in this world. Sis, slow down. Why are your ovaries still popping off? I'm sorry. Now, if you do not know who Bridget Nielsen is, she is Sylvester Stallone's ex-wife, and she also was dating Flav. Y'all remember. So now she is married to her 5th husband, and this is the first child between those two. She has 4 grown-ass sons. And you want to bring a baby in this world at the age of 54? Girl, sit down. I mean, it's nothing wrong with, you know, procreating and creating life. But at 54, there definitely have to be some type of health risk. You know, most women are beautiful pregnant. You know what? No, mind. I'm not even in the shade. Sis, do your thing. If you definitely want to bring life into this world, you go right ahead. Just be careful. Okay? Just be careful. Somebody was trying to say the baby was for Flavor Flav. Y'all childish in these internet streets. Alright. Speaking of this internet drama, baby, Future is caught up in some mess, allegedly. Let me put that on there. Allegedly. Now, an IG model hopped on her Facebook to spill all her little tea about Future and her, texting, having a few text conversations here and there, attempting to leak up, and the links failed. She also said that she hung out in the studio sessions with him before, and this one particular time, Future was really trying to see her. And she was like, how long you gonna be in Cali? He said, however long you are when you come here. So he convinced her to buy her own flight, that he was going to reimburse and pay her money back. And he was going to pay for a room for the entire weekend. I think she wanted to go from a Friday all the way to a Monday. He said, bet. You know, we know how these things go. Well, he was telling her that I'm hanging with my son right now, which I'm assuming is baby Future. That's why Sierra on your ass. You know, he's like, with my son, but when I get to the room, have on something sexy. She was like, oh no, I ain't coming for all that. I came to chill. And Future said, oh no, I ain't, you playing games, you know, understood. I ain't trying to put you in no position that you don't want to be in. Basically, cancel the room on sis. And, you know, just told her like, hey, I ain't with the shits like that. Now, should she have already known that she was setting a play for this? Setting a play for there to be a hit and smash? Or should he really have respected her and gotten to know her? She was trying to take the route of getting to know him. I'm pretty sure she had hopes of, like, not saying I'm a be Future girlfriend, or just getting to know a person. You know, perception is reality. People get it twisted, like, okay, this girl might be in bathing suits and this and the third online, but she really doesn't carry herself in that manner. You know? I definitely commend her for standing her ground and be like, say, bro, I ain't with that shit. I ain't here to be no jump off. I ain't here to be no groupie. You know, and if you ain't with it, I ain't with it, cool. She won her $5,500 back, and she want the money back for her spending money on a room in California. I don't know what sis got the bag from, but I definitely applaud her because basically she paid her own way out there. She paid for her own room out there and handle business. Now she was saying like people in the comments trying to tell her how to live and what to do, and she slipped on game. But from the looks of it, y'all really can't give her no game because she got the game, right? Oh, all right. What's T Sippers? Comment below. Who was right? Who was wrong? What's T? Comment below. Which celebrity would you let fly you out? Definitely Wale could fly me out. And I'm with the shit. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm all joking. I'm joking, T-Sippers. But no, comment below. Also, find a link to the store in the comment section as well. Whew, y'all, let's get to the real tea, the real nitty-gritty. Reginae Carter and YFN Lucci were both detained while being in Knoxville, Tennessee. Sometimes a man can bring you to the lowest of the low, or he can bring you to the highest of the high. I'm not saying this is what Lucci is doing to Reginae Carter. I'm just making a quote. All right, no shade. But Reginae and YFN Lucci were in Knoxville, Tennessee. They were at an after-hour spot after his performance. Now, word in the wind, a fight broke out, which caused police to arrive. And with YFN Lucci and Reginae Carter being celebrities that they are, of course, police officers detained them and the crew and YFN Lucci's crew. Now, they were detained because for questioning to figure out what really happened, how it happened, this and the third. Now, y'all know I be digging because I know where I find these mugshots at. There was no mugshots of Reginae and YFN Lucci. You know I know their real names. Oh, all right. So, basically, they were never fully arrested, just detained for questioning for a quick moment, and released to go about their merry way. Now, Reginae, of course, took to her IG, letting fans know she's okay, and no, she did not go to jail. What are your thoughts, T-Sippers? Should she run and hide and leave the man alone because he got kids and then already been arrested? Or should she stick it through and stay with and have her man back and, you know, be a solid one? Yeah, and what do you think Dwayne Carter has to say? I really don't think it's Wayne. I think her mother, Toya, probably would be the one to have something to say and be like, Reginae, you getting arrested by these rappers? I've been down this road, girl. I can see her saying that. I can really see Toya having this conversation with Reginae like that. Not scolding them, but just like, hey, open your eyes. But yeah, comment below, T-Sippers. What's tea? Now it's time for In Case You Missed the Tea. These are things that I always catch that you might just miss. Now, Ray J and Princess Love show off their beautiful baby girl, and her name is Melody Love. I love this name. She definitely has her own personality with her tongue out her mouth. Ain't she cute? Oh, they are definitely an adorable family. Now, also, Chrissy Teigen and John Legend share their baby boy, Miles. He's just an adorable little boy as well. Now, Caesar has confirmed that Black Ink is coming to New Orleans. That's right, Black Ink is opening up a shop in New Orleans, and word in the wind, they started filming already. Y'all know I got the tea on the website. Just click the link below, spillingthetea.com, and check it out. Now, T-Sippers, I don't know if y'all caught this tea, missed this tea, but I'm bringing it to you. What is wrong with Tokyo Toni? Now check out this video clip of her spazzing and going out.
China, Amber, all of y'all, Nikki, Cardi, all of y'all bitches. Fuck you. Fuck you bitches. All you bitches watching this shit. All of you bitches is the same. Nothing as greedy bitches.
Sis, who hurt you? What are you going through? What are you venting about? Who did it? And what did they do it for? let's just keep her in our prayers, tea sippers. And it's time for this week's Ask a Lady question. Now, tea sippers, if you ever want me to give you some type of advice, just log on to spillingthetea.com, click Ask a Lady, fill out the form, and I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with you. That's just the only way I know how to do it. And this week's question comes from Renee, and it reads, Dear True Lady, my boyfriend of 3 years left me. I wasn't aware we had issues in our relationship. I even assumed we were heading down the road to marriage. The cold thing about the situation, he just fell back on me. Stopped calling, stopped hanging out. I went by his house, his parents' house, called his phone, and all ended with the same result. No answer. A few days later, I received a letter in the mail from him telling me to leave him alone. Ooh, what's pieces? He also stated that I'm not worthy of being in a relationship with him and a few other negative statements. I'm hurt, I'm angry, and I'm pissed that I didn't speak my piece or that we could have ended this on a good note. I've been crying since the letter. How do I get over this breakup? I need some advice from you, chick. Renee, I want you to be so honest with not only yourself but with me. Girl, you did something. You might not have did it right now, did it there, but you probably did something in the past that he just found out, because that man sound devastated. He sound hurt. To just drop the bomb and walk away from you like ASAP, something ain't right. What did you do, girl? What you did? I don't want you to, you know what I'm saying? Not all the time our breakups are always our fault, but this really just sound like you did something to hurt his little heart. Lord, the boy sent you a letter. He ain't even called, text, or talk to you face to face. He wrote you a letter? How old are y'all? Well, you say he got his own house. You went to his house and his parents' house. And if he definitely wrote you this letter and he ain't trying to get back with you, leave it alone. You will be sad for a few days. You will be hurt. Because obviously you love this man. You thought y'all were going to get married. But you're going to have to move on. I'm not going to say it's going to take today. It's not going to take tomorrow. It's not going to take some weeks. It's not going to take 2 years even. But you just going to have to get over it. Start learning yourself. Reevaluate you. You know what I'm saying? Just start putting yourself into consideration. No, don't go jump into no other relationship, because that's not going to fill that void. You know what I'm saying? You still not going to be happy. You still going to be angry. You're going to be mad. So take this time to be by yourself. Y'all were together for what you said, 3 years. He out the blue left you. Just reevaluate yourself. And think of this as more of a blessing than a curse. Maybe this is who you are not even supposed to be with, girl. You ever thought of it like that? Oh, all right. What's CT Sippers? T Sippers, comment below. Give her your CTT advice. I want to hear from you. Again, log on to spillingthetea.com and submit your Ask a Lady questions. And like I said, don't mind answering them. I answer them here on the show, the podcast, and also answer them live on B102 Jams inside the 3 o'clock hour. Now, Tea Sippers, that's all the tea I'm spilling tonight on Catch the Tea After Dark. You can always catch that tea with me on air on B102 Jams in Alexandria, KTJZ in Tallulah, Louisiana, KOUS in Monroe, Louisiana, and WGDJ based out of New Orleans, Louisiana, and Future 106 online radio. Make sure y'all just catch that tea on the air, or you can catch the tea on the blog, spillingthetea.com. Or you can just catch that tea by following me on all my social media, Such a Lady 85 on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, or just search for the hashtag Catch the Tea. Tea Sippers, it's Tuesday night, and it's time to catch that tea with your favorite girl, a true lady. Now, you know I have some of the hottest topics on deck, and there's a lot of mess going on that we need to address and talk about. But first, let's go ahead and jump into the CTT Bays. That's the hottest celebs of the week. First off goes to Emily